Good morning students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Here I am back again with a new video for the new lesson. In the last video we have completed our lesson 3, that was factors and multiples, and today in this video we are going to begin with a new chapter students, that is unit 4 or chapter 4, fractions. Okay, now we are going to study about fractions. So students, fractions, is it a new term for you? No, you have studied fractions in your previous classes also, isn't it? So what do you mean by fractions, students? Very simple example I'll give you. Look at the board. Here I have drawn a circle. This is a complete circle. So completes, just ignore all this, just see this one. Okay, how many circles are there, students? One circle only. Okay, so here I'll write 1. It is a complete circle. Okay, so one circle. Okay, now come to the next circle. This circle, students, I am dividing into 2 equal parts by drawing a line. See, you can see now this circle is divided into how many parts now? 2 parts. Okay, now this one, this circle I am dividing into how many parts? 1 2 3 4, 4 equal parts. Okay, this circle again I will be dividing into, okay, this circle I have divided into 1 2 3, 3 equal parts. Okay, and this one again I will be dividing into, okay, now 4 parts. Okay, let us see how many parts now. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 parts, students. This circle I have distributed into 8 equal parts. So students, now I am asking you, tell me how much is this circle. I am not asking about the total circle. I just want to know how much is this circle. So by seeing, you can say that this is just the half circle. Okay, so here I am writing half. How to write half, students? Like this. Okay, I have written here 1 upon 2. What I am calling it as? I am calling it as 1 upon 2 or 1 by 2. Okay, why I am calling it upon or why I am calling it by, that we are going to discuss in few minutes, but just now I am writing the numbers. Okay, then come here. Here now, how I am going to write? Suppose I want to know how much is this part of the circle. Okay, how much is this circle? This circle, how we will answer, students? See, this circle I can easily answer its number, that it is 1 complete circle. This circle also I can give the number, okay, it is half of the circle. But now what about this circle? How you are going to write the number for only this part? I am not asking you to give the number for the complete circle. I want the number just for this part, students. How you are going to say the number? Is it possible that here you are going to write 1 2 3 or 4? No, that will be 1. If you are writing 1, that means you are writing a complete circle. You are giving the number for complete circle. But I want the number for this part only. What I am calling? I want the number for this part only. So my dear students, when you name a part of something, okay, that part is known as fraction. Okay, हम किसी भी complete चीज़ के लिए number लिखेंगे, लेकिन अगर वो complete नहीं है, उसका कुछ part है, some part of that whole thing, then you will be again writing a number, but that number will be called as fraction, students. Okay, so what is fraction? See what I have written on the board. Fractions are part of a whole. Whole you understand na? Whole means complete. Complete ka hissa, complete ka part is known as fractions. I hope this example will make you clear about the topic fraction. Okay students, come back. Let us come back now. So let me first introduce you to the fraction that I have written here. Okay, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 or 1 upon 2. See students, this is a fraction. Fraction is always written in the form of A upon B. A by B means numerator upon denominator. The number which you are writing at the top is known as numerator. It is known as numerator, and the number which is written below is known as denominator. What, students? It is known as denominator. So a fraction is expressed in the form of numerator upon denominator. ये जो line है ना, this line we are going to call as upon or by. Okay, it shows that the above number is in division with the number written below. Okay, but for now just make this clear. How we read the fraction? We read it as 1 upon 2 या फिर 1 by 2. Clear students? Okay, so this will show, this part will show 1 by 2. Okay, again this part will show 1 by 2. Students, how many total parts are there? 2 total parts na? See where I have written 2. I have written 2 in the denominator. So the total parts for a whole you are writing in the denominator. Okay, and the part which you are talking about, that part you are writing as the numerator. Okay, let me give you one more example. So make this clear. What is fraction? Fraction is the part of whole. We express fraction as numerator upon denominator. Okay students. Now suppose I want to write the fraction for this one. It's very simple. First do one thing, count the total parts, students. How many total parts are there in the circle? 4 total parts na? So write the numerator first. Okay, always, write the denominator first. Always remember the denominator will show the total parts for a whole. Okay, 4. Now I am shading this part. Okay, this part I have shaded. Among these 4 parts, one part I have shaded, and I am asking you, give me the number or give me the fraction for the shaded part. Okay, so that means you have to give the number for this portion only, students. So how you are going to give the number? Now you are clear how you are going to give the number. How many total parts are there? 4 total parts. How many parts are shaded? Only one, na? So I can write it as 1 upon 4. This region is shaded. Clear, students? Okay, now question for you. Can you give a fraction for the unshaded portion? The portion which is unshaded, can you give the fraction for it? Try. Okay, if you got the correct answer, then just match. It will be 3 upon 4 or 3 by 4. Why? Because 3 parts here are unshaded and the total number of parts are 4. Clear, students? So like this we give fractions for things. Okay, here how many total parts are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 total parts. So write 3 here. Now suppose this part and this part is shaded. We have to give the fraction for shaded part. Answer will be 2 upon 3. Why, students? Because 2 parts we have shaded and 3 is the total number of parts. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts I have shaded. Okay, and total number of parts were 6, 7, 8. So from this 8 parts, 5 parts are shaded. How many unshaded parts will be there? Means what will be the fraction for unshaded portion, students? It will be 3 upon 8. Okay, 5 upon 8 shows shaded portion, 3 upon 8 shows unshaded portion. So this is fraction, students. Again I am repeating, fraction is a part of whole. If you are asked to give the number for a part of something, it is not possible. Okay, but you can give fraction. How to give the fraction? Count the total number of parts, show it as denominator. Then the part which is asked to you, just count that part and write the number as numerator. You will get your fraction. So students, fraction is equals to numerator upon denominator. Then here in this chapter, students, we are going to learn many things about this fraction. Means calculation using this fractions you are going to learn. Operations on fractions we will do. Operations mean again addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. All these 4 operations we are going to do for fractions. But before moving on that topic, after this introduction to fraction, let us see types of fractions. There are various types of fractions, students, and each type of fraction should be clear to you. Then only you will be able to solve this chapter. So students, let us see our next topic, that is types of fractions. So students, here I have written one example, 5 upon 8, where 5 is the numerator, 8 is the denominator. Okay. Now types of fractions. 6 types of fractions you are going to learn, student. See the first one. First type of fraction is like fraction. What do you mean by like? Like word. Like means same. Okay. So like fraction means same fractions, means the fractions which are written with same denominator are known as like fractions. Okay students, in like fractions the denominators are same. Such fractions are called as like fractions. Let us see some examples students. 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 7 upon 5, 8 or 18 upon 5. So here we can see the denominator for every fraction is equal to 5. Okay, here the denominator is same for all these fractions. So this means that all these fractions are like fractions. Okay students, I hope it is clear. Okay, like fraction means the fractions whose denominator is equal. Such fraction is called the fractions whose denominators are equal. Such fractions are called as like fractions. Okay students, now let us see our next topic, which is unlike fraction. Okay, so unlike fraction is just the opposite of like fraction students. Unlike fraction is just the opposite of like fraction. So what will be its opposite? Means here the denominators will be different. Suppose first is 2 by 5, then next is 3 by 6, then next is 7 by 8, then next is 18 by 20. So here now you can observe that for every fraction the denominators are different. So the fractions with different denominators come under unlike fractions. Sorry. Okay, now unit fractions. Okay students, unit means 1. Okay, unit fraction, unit means 1. So those fractions which are written with numerator as 1 are called as unit fractions. Look here how easy it is to understand. Okay, 1 upon 60 or 1 upon 6. Here you can see each and every fraction has the numerator as 1. So these are unit fractions. Clear students? Okay, next type of fraction is proper fraction. Proper fraction where the numerator is less than the denominator. Make this clear students. Here you can see 5 by 8. 5 is smaller than 8, that means here numerator is smaller than denominator. Okay, so such fractions where the numerator is less than the denominator are known as proper fractions. Can you give me one example for proper fraction? Take a small numerator and the denominator greater than it. You will get the proper fraction. Okay, I'll be giving you some examples. Suppose 12 upon 20, then 105 upon 200. Here you can see that the denominators are greater than the numerators and numerators are less than the denominators. Such fractions are known as proper fractions. Okay, now improper fraction. Next type of fraction that we are going to learn is improper fraction. Proper fraction ka ulta, just the opposite of proper fraction will become improper fraction. What will be the opposite of 5 by 8 students? Here the numerator is less, denominator is greater, na? So make its opposite. Let me write it as 8 by 5. Now here you can see the denominator is greater than the numerator and this fraction is known as improper fraction. Okay, some other examples. 24 upon 20, then 18 upon 3. Here in all these three fractions you can see the numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay, the numerator is greater than the the numerator is greater than the denominator. That's why it is called as improper fraction. Now the last topic that you are going to study under types of fraction is mixed fraction. Mixed fraction will have some part as whole number and some part as fraction. Okay, let me explain you. 2, 3 upon 5. This type of fraction is known as mixed fraction. How you are going to read it as? Listen carefully. It will be read as 2 whole, W-H-O-L-E, whole. Then 3 by 5 or 3 upon 5. It shows that this fraction has 2 complete. Okay, that's why whole we are reading it as 2 whole 3 by 5 or 2 whole 3 upon 5. Such type of fraction is known as mixed fraction. One more thing students about mixed fraction. Mixed fractions we get from improper fractions only. Okay, improper fractions only form mixed fractions. For proper fraction it is not possible to get mixed fraction, but with improper fraction we are getting mixed fraction, and also mixed fraction can be written as improper fraction. Okay, always remember improper fraction For improper fraction we can write mixed fraction also, and mixed fractions can also be written can also be shown as improper fraction. How? That we'll see later, but for now again I am repeating this topic, then I'll make you clear about mixed fraction and improper fraction. So 6 types of fractions we have seen. Like fraction, where the denominators are like, means same, such fractions are like fractions. Unlike fractions, where the denominators are different, such fractions are unlike fractions. Unit fractions, where the fraction has numerator as 1, such fraction is known as unit fraction. Proper fraction, where the numerator is less than the denominator. Improper fraction, where the numerator is greater than the denominator. Mixed fraction, which is written some part of it is written as whole and other as fraction, then you will get the mixed fraction. We'll discuss more about improper and mixed fraction, students. What we are going to discuss, listen carefully. Can I divide 5 with 8? Can I divide 5 with 8? I can divide, but after taking decimals. You have studied about decimals also, now, because here my dividend is less than divisor, so it is not possible for me to divide. Okay, students? So I am rubbing it. For every proper fraction, you can't divide the fraction. See, 5 by 8, 5 in 8's table you are not going to get 5. In 20's table you are not going to get 12. In 200's table you are not going to get 105. Means proper fraction it is not possible to divide without taking decimals. Now let us discuss this same topic for improper fraction. Can I divide 8 with 5? Look, 8. 5 ones are 5. 6, 7, 8. So students, here my quotient is 1 and remainder is 3. Means improper fraction we can divide, we will get some remainder. Here also 24 by 20, when you will divide you will get some remainder. 18 by 3 will be exactly divisible, isn't it? So improper fraction can be divided, but proper fraction cannot be divided. And as improper fraction can be divided, after dividing only you will get the mixed fraction. इसीलिए मैंने बोला था improper fraction से mixed fraction बनते हैं, लेकिन proper fraction से ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. Why? Because proper fraction we can't divide, but for mixed fraction, for improper fraction we can divide and we can get the mixed fraction. Students, look, here I have divided now. I'll write the mixed fraction for this. So from this 8, how many times I have taken 5, students? 8 से आप कितनी बार 5 ले पाए? Only one time ना. So this 1 will be written as whole. Here I will write 1 whole. And how much is the remainder here? 3. So remainder will become my numerator. And with which number you have divided? You have divided it with 5. 5 will become my denominator. So students, I am rubbing this. 1 whole 3 upon 5. So for 8 by 5 we are getting mixed fraction as 1 whole 3 by 5. Here you can see I have written 8 by 5 as mixed fraction. Clear, students? Now this mixed fraction can again be written as improper fraction. See how? Always remember, when you are having a mixed fraction and you have to convert it into improper fraction, multiply the denominator with whole. That means 5 into 1, how much? 5. And add the numerator to it. 5 ones are 5 plus 3. So 6, 7, 8. So write 8 and again the denominator, that is 5. See students, what I have got? 8 by 5, and the same number on writing as mixed fraction I got 1 whole 3 by 5. Clear, students? So this is about mixed fraction and improper fraction. I hope types of fraction is also clear to you. Okay students, after this now we will be seeing our first exercise, exercise number 1. So take out your textbooks and be ready. So students, let us see in the textbook, and also be ready with pencil. Keep a pencil with you. See the first question. Circle all the like fractions in the following. So what do you mean by like fractions? Like fractions are such fractions where the denominators are same. So observe the given point: 8 by 11, 3 by 7, 6 by 11. 11, 11 same na? So circle 6 by 11, then 8 by 9, 2 by 3, 7 by 11 students. Circle 7 by 11, then 1 by 11, circle it, then 3 by 5, 1 by 2, 5 by 6. So that means here we got, you circled 8 by 11, then 6 by 11, then 7 by 11 and 1 by 11. Why you circled only this 4 fractions, students? Because here the denominators are same, that is 11. Okay, let us see the second question now. Circle the unit fractions in the following. So students, unit fractions means such fractions which are written with the numerator as 1. So here circle all the fractions which has numerator as 1. So let us circle 1 upon 8, then 1 upon 7, then 1 upon 11, then 1 by 7 and 1 by 5. So here you can see all the fractions are unit fractions. Okay, third one. Circle the proper fractions in the following. So students, proper fractions means such fractions whose numerator is less than the denominator. So here search for such fractions. 8 by 3. Is the numerator less than the denominator? No. Here the numerator is greater. So where the numerator is greater than the denominator, such fraction is known as improper fraction. लेकिन हम तो यहाँ proper fraction ढूंढने आए हैं, means where the numerator should be less than the denominator. So let us see the next one, students. 6 by 7. So here you can see 6 is smaller than the new denominator 7. Then here I have written such fractions which are proper, where the numerator is less than the denominator. Okay. Then let us see question number 4. Circle the improper fractions. Improper fractions means numerator will be greater than the denominator. So your work, circle it and then match the answer from the board. See such numerators which are greater than its denominator and circle. Okay, so let us see what is the answer. 8 by 7, 3 by 2, 9 by 7, 4 by 3, 10 by 7, 15 by 7 and 19 by 18. Here all the numerators are greater than the denominators. Okay students, question number 5. Circle the mixed fraction in the following. Mixed fraction को identify करना बहुत easy है. It will be written as whole, then numerator upon denominator. So we can see 3 by 10 is not a mixed fraction. Then 2 whole 1 by 5. I have written here 2 whole 1 by 5 is a mixed fraction. In the same manner, 3 whole 2 by 7, 5 whole 6 by 7, 3 whole 8 by 11, then 6 whole 1 by 2. So such fractions are known as mixed fractions. Okay students, now question number 6 we are going to see. Express the following mixed fractions as improper fractions. I already told you how to do it. Let's once again see here. So express the following mixed fraction as improper fraction. So let us see how we are going to solve. 6th question students, first point we are going to see. Here it is written as 2 whole 1 upon 4. How to solve it students? How to make it as improper fraction? Very simple. What I told you, multiply the denominator with the numerator. That means here I am going to multiply the denominator with the whole number. That means here I am going to write it as 2 into 4 plus 1 upon again the denominator 4. Okay students. So now 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 1 upon 4. How much will get? We'll get 9 upon 4. So this 2 whole 1 by 4 is written as 9 upon 4. See students, multiply this 2. 4 2s are 8. Then add the numerator to it. 8 plus 1, 9 by 4. Okay. Let us see the second question for this. It is 3 5 upon 7. No problem. In the same manner we are going to write whole into denominator plus numerator divided by denominator. So students, 3 7s are 21. 21 plus 5 upon 7. Add, will get 26 upon 7. Clear? Okay. Let us see point number C students. So students, for question number 6th, I have solved point C and G also. Okay, 5 whole 1 by 6. So 5 6 are 30. 30 plus 1, 31 by 6. Here again 12 3s are how much? 12 3s are 36. 36 plus 2, 38. 38 upon 3. Okay. Then point number D and E will be your homework for question number 6 students. Okay. Let us quickly see question number 7 also. Express the following improper fractions as mixed fractions. Now improper fractions are given to you. You are going to convert it into mixed fraction. Means just the opposite of this. Let us see how you are going to do. So question number 7. First point is 13 by 4. improper fraction को mixed fraction में लिखना है, means you are going to divide it. Let us see students how. Here I will be dividing 13 divided with 4. So students, 4 3s are 12. Okay, so remainder is 1. How to write? Look, see here, quotient will be your whole number, that means 3. Okay, remainder will be your numerator and denominator will be your divisor. See, now multiply and add. 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 1, 13. See, we are getting 13 by 4. Clear? Let us see the next one, students. 41 upon 3. Again, improper fraction we have to write in mixed fraction. So divide. 41 by 3. 3 1s are 3. Okay, 11. Then 3 3s are 9. 10 11. 2 I got as remainder and 13 as quotient. So 13 2 upon 3. Clear students? 13 3s are how much? 13 3s are 39. 39 plus 2 40 41. 41 upon 3. Then let us see point number E, students. Point E I am telling you. 100 upon 9. Either you can divide, or if you know the tables properly, na, orally you can solve. Look here, I can divide 109 and I can get the answer now, students. But let me tell you one more way. 100 comes in the table of 9? No. Less than it? 99. How many times? 11 times. Na? So how you are going to write? 9 11s are 99. So I have written 11 as whole. So 99, 100 minus 99, how much will remain? 1. So means 1 will be by numerator and 9. Now look, 9 11s are 99, 99 plus 1, 100, 100 upon 9. So if you know the tables properly, orally also you can solve without wasting time in dividing, okay. Then after this I will tell you F point, 123 upon 5. So students, 123 na, I have to divide and check this one. It is not easy to identify. So 5 2s are 10, 2 left 23, then 5 4s are 20, 3 is the remainder, students. So means I got, dividing we got 24 whole 3 upon 5. Now let us check. 5 4s are 20, 5 2s are 10, 11, 12. I will get 120. Then 120 plus 3, 123 upon 5. See, we got the correct answer. Okay students, so like this we convert improper to mixed fraction. Now for this point number D, C and D will be your homework. Okay, for this question point C and D will be your homework, students. Okay, so with this we have completed today's video and we have seen fractions and types of fractions and we have solved questions related to it. That's all for today, students. Thank you.